They've been showing this for a while now, and let me just tell y'all, we smoking on that Chiefs, right? Hey.
Hits and hoop season.
Welcome to Hits and Hoops. I'm Tyler, as always, and I'm here with my pick and roll partner, Dixon. What's good, Chicho?
Krusky, what's the deal, fam? Cheesy in it.
Today we got a lot of NFL to get into. We got a little bit of Dolphins talk. We got a little bit of Bears and Packers, a little bit of Chiefs losing to the Texans. But before we get started in any of that, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, IG, and TikTok. All right. I think we're up to 13 subs on YouTube. So that's what's up. Let's get started with a thing that I can see is crawling up the back of your spine that you want to get this out. Even though it came on a loss, just Shedeur Sanders had a very, very good third game. I can speak from that first half. He looked great that first half. The touchdown to Njoku, big play by Njoku, a hell of a pass by Shedeur, and then the deep bomb that got them that second touchdown for them to go up. So, what you got cooking? I know you got something brewing that you want to get off your chest about this game, even though they lost, which some of the things are out of his control, obviously. And one thing I will say that I really like how his pressers, even though he's behind his coaches, and
Yeah,
man,
he won't say nothing bad about them.
and that's the biggest green flag. You feel me?
Huge green flag for sure. The way that shit's zooming in is kind of dope. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, let it be as long as it's looking at you.
Nah, I want to have a real talk with you about this, bro.
Yeah, let's do it.
No, like real shit. Friend to friend. Fuck all this podcast shit. Fuck all this character shit. For real, bro.
Got it.
All right, so you've worked mad jobs,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Like in corporate America, if you worked mad jobs,
I wouldn't say a lot, but yeah,
right? You've had experiences. So,
I have a lot of influence. Yeah.
so you know that at jobs, especially when you get in positions of power, even though it's a higher level, even though it's a certain salary, even though it's professional, quote unquote, you've seen people do things out of favor and out of spite, yes?
Oh yeah, yeah, of course.
So why don't you take that same approach, or why don't you take that same understanding when it comes to the NFL or sports when people tell you like some things are done to Shador out of spite?
I wasn't disagreeing with you with that.
Oh, okay.
No,
I know what you're saying. Like, let's not make him a victim. Let's not, give him all the excuses. Nobody was saying that either.
yeah, no, no, no. I mean, I've never, bro. Shador could do this. If he, it's a better thing when if he's great for the league.
You see how much that shit just got the league buzzing, bro?
It's so much better for him to be a good. Like we need more good quarterbacks.
I need him and Cam because if could get them both and just make it a rivalry,
There,
I won.
so there's something happened in the draft process that made him fall so far back. Something happened. Obviously, if we know or don't, we don't know, but something happened, good or bad, with for him, right? The obviously the thing with Stefanski, like he wanted to try Dylan Gabriel, but I mean Dylan Gabriel played at a higher level. You got to look at it also from a coach's aspect. He played at a higher competition than
In
Shador did.
college.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to give that guy like, okay, he might have a better experience, but he didn't.
But like
He didn't.
even going into the draft, no matter what draft expert you liked, nobody was big on Dylan Gabriel. He was never a projected starter in this league.
No, he was. if I'm not mistaken, he was projected as a career backup.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what makes it like I understand if like Jackson Dart, you picked him to start over Shedeur. It's like no, people projected Dart to have a lot of raw potential and be a starter in this league, but like anyways, that's already,
Yeah, no, no. I
dead
mean,
fish in the water.
I think going to what you were talking about, like corporate America, and I'm not as corporate as I once was, but even at the highest corporate levels, it's the same thing. You could be a you can be a prick, you could be arrogant, you can be your skin could be fucking pink. It don't matter. If you're good at what you do, you're gonna be up there.
I'm saying on the flip side, at the highest level, you could be great at what you do, but if the person that's above you don't fuck with you, you're very limited in that role in that company.
And if you're that great, there's gonna be plenty of people that will will put a give a
Then
shit.
you might have to transition, which in his case would be like go to another team or whatever the case is. But in some professions, no matter how high, like it depends on your relationship with your manager, with your coach, with the,
Yeah,
foundation that's supporting you. No matter how great you are, sometimes I've seen it. I've seen, bosses that they don't want the guys under them to elevate. They don't want no one to pass them, so they're gonna make sure to keep you down. Actually,
I've been
they're
a
gonna
part.
tie your hands behind your back. They're not even gonna give you the tools or let you be as great as they know you could be,
Mhm.
because that's gonna put them at risk. So this is the same thing, on the NFL side. Stefanski gotta go, bro. Ain't no way. Like that 2 point call was a fireable offense, if you ask me. Fuck is we doing? You the only team in the
Five, they're
whole
eight,
league.
nine.
You the
That's not.
only team I've seen use Wildcat since Ronnie Brown and them. What we doing, bruh? The only reason Ronnie and them did it is because it's the Dolphins and we never had a great quarterback ever, especially not in those days. We had to do that. So, I mean, they were already doing it. Like, even in the game we reacted to versus the Niners, they called that play for
Yeah.
the 2 point conversion and he scored. But even then, it's like, bro, do you really not trust him this much?
I mean, okay. So just rebuttal. Now that they've seen the outcome with him not in those plays, I guarantee you he will be going for it.
Yeah, for sure.
But you also got to think like, hey, they might be looking at themselves saying, "Hey, we're fucking up. Like, we need to put the ball in his hands more."
Maybe they learn too.
Because these three quarterbacks, you got Flacco, that's 144. You got Gabriel, which is like we just spoke about, probably a career backup, if that,
JV.
which is what just Flacco and Gabriel, two different types of quarterbacks. You got someone that sits in the pocket and that has a big arm. Then you got Gabriel, which is like a little tactician, can move around a little bit, but kind of small. And then Shedeur, he's a totally different quarterback than all of them. So maybe they just haven't caught up to what he can do yet.
One thing, look, and I'm gonna
They
be
have to call,
super,
they have to call the everything different three times this year.
yeah, I'm gonna be super objective too. I'm not gonna lie. Shador cost them that game. They was up.
See that
Th-
coming.
They was up. I forgot how much they were. I think they were up by 3 with the ball, moving the ball.
Mhm.
After Shador been making great plays all game, and he does a stupid mistake, makes a great move in the pocket against Timmons or Simmons, my bad, and just closes his eyes and heaves the ball down the field. It got picked, and then that from that point on is when the Titans came back, made the run, and then it took him to do crazy heroics to get them back in a position to tie the game. But the
Mhm.
reason they lost the lead and the reason they essentially lost the game was that pick. It was downhill from that. I believe that if he doesn't throw the pick, if he takes care of the ball, it's a different game. So that's one part. Another part, I got to give Stefanski credit, is he opened the offense for him.
Yeah.
He gave him a bunch of opportunities to pass the ball throughout the whole game, which is why it's like, let's just keep it the whole game then. Like you was already doing it, no need to stop now. And
Maybe he got conservative. You know what I mean?
bro, I think as an NFL fan, I think we all just got PTSD from Marshawn Lynch and Pete Carroll. Like I'm so tired of this shit at the goal line. Like this shit like makes or breaks careers here, bro.
Yeah.
Like these goal line decisions is the decision, bro.
I feel like a lot of teams know how to defend it too, a lot better than they used to.
What happened?
I think a lot of teams now defend it better than they used to.
Yeah, for sure.
Goal line stands seems like not a crazy thing anymore. You know what I mean?
Hey, running it in seems like, a tall task. Like you really need a bruiser back.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure.
But yeah, man, no, I'm super excited. And on the flip side, Cam Ward, special talent, but he has absolutely no help in terms of receivers or tight ends or receiving running
Nothing.
backs. He has nothing out there.
There's nothing there for him.
So,
I mean, Calvin Ridley, but he drops a ton of balls, dude. I've seen him drop so many balls this year, balls from
for
Cam.
sure,
But
I
Cam
think
has let I don't think Cam is all green. You know what I mean? He's still got to learn, but he needs a solid mentor,
he
coach.
needs a solid OG. He needs a better coach. He needs a better franchise to be real. But, I think the franchise could turn around. I saw them put a decent roster together for Will Levis. So they need to do the same for Cam Ward. I'm excited to see what they do in the offseason for sure. They're projected to get the number one pick again.
Oh, are they really? Hey,
Yeah. So let's pair Cam Ward up with like, a generational running back or a receiver, I would say, coming out.
yeah, I know they got Spears. He's pretty nice.
The
Um,
running game is solid.
yeah, but he's
They
too.
ran all over Cleveland, actually.
Yeah, so I would say Cam. He's like I said, he's not all that green. You know what I mean? He has a little bit of that like jam down X syndrome. You know what I mean? Like every ball is a bullet, especially in the beginning of the year. But he'll get acclimated, get a good guy, hopefully a good system around him because I think the talent's there.
For sure. Got to get him with a really good play caller and just got to get him some weapons. And excited to see for the future of them. Excited to see Shedeur. He was just announced a starter for the rest of the year today. So, let's just see what the rest of the year got.
So let me back this up.
So
You
far, so good.
you thought you thought I didn't want him to succeed,
I thought you were just in denial of like him ever being blackballed, of him ever like purposely dropping in the draft, like of him like the coach purposely not, shouting him out in press conferences or, calling a certain play call. Like there's been so many signs that I'm like, bro, at this point,
no, I
like
mean I think
something's up.
there's a story being told of him, and it's in a negative light, which is not how it should be for any quarterback. Like Jackson Dart did the same kind of like ignorant, not ignorant, but swag, we'll say.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
But
yeah,
I
that's
love it
there.
because it's white.
No, that's a perfect example, bro.
Same thing with
And
Scott.
he's way more crash out, like play wise and off the field wise. Like he be saying some wild shit.
He's got, yeah. It's a media driven thing, and just because he has a different swag than everybody else, it's just painted a little bit different. And
But if he keeps doing what he doing at them pressers, it's gonna take him a long way, bro. He gotta
I
keep
would rather
keep
him
taking
be
that approach.
I would rather him be a successful story in the league. It's only better for everybody else. You know what I mean?
I think there's certain people in this league that don't want to see him succeed, but I agree. I think just overall, I mean, at least for the fans, let's just speak from a fan's perspective, it'd be great.
Yeah. Speaking of greatness, we're talking about the Chiefs that once acquired the highest greatness. They're now on the way down. They're official. They're this dynasty might be walking out. This is a different team. We're looking at the Chiefs that are 6-7 and that are on the way outside of the playoffs. They lose to the Texans. That top defense still there. The Chiefs, in my opinion, the biggest missing piece with this, there's no run game. There's no running threat. There's no that part of the offense is just not existent on this team. So if I know you're going to pass every time, all right, we're going to stop you with the front four, and you got Patrick got to do some special shit every play. And even when he does stuff, he got two picks that just hit tip balls, and then the other one was on him. But this team has gone backwards than what we thought it would be doing.
They've been showing this for a while now.
Here, bro.
They've been showing this for a while now, and let me just tell y'all, we smoking on that Chiefs. Right? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we smoking on that Chiefs pack all night and long, bro. Are you kidding me? I told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all. I don't want to hear about the running game. I don't want to hear about the defense. I don't want to hear nothing at all. His name is Patrick Mahomes. How many interceptions? 3. How many touchdowns? 0. Passer rating? 41. Fuck is we doing, fam? Worst game of his career by far. But not just worst game, worst stretch of his career.
What it's like,
Fuck
what
Chiefs success. Worst stretch of his career.
three or four in a row?
Not only does Travis Kelce and Chris Jones looks washed, so does Patrick Mahomes. Talk about it. Talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about it. That's why we exist. If you turn on every sports show today on this topic, Texans defense, Chiefs running game. Nobody talking about how poor Mahomes played, how
So
poor
how
he's been
he
playing.
played or he's washed. That's two different things.
He's not washed, but he played washed.
So he's getting cleaned right now.
He got a good cleaning last night. Full detail.
Mm.
That Texans defense was something different. Them boys was hitting.
It's a great defense.
Hitting clean and hitting hard. No Diddy.
I think the defense was the best unit on that field last night. Yeah, for both teams, but I'm still very suspect on their offense, the Texans offense.
Oh yeah, no, that offense
I
that
think
leaves much to be desired for sure. O
people are
line is still, got CJ Stroud running for his life, and they don't really got that many weapons, outside of Nico Collins. So
Bradley Chubb making a little resurgence.
a little bit, but definitely need to mix him. But he's been out all year.
True.
But yeah, nah, Chiefs is out of here. Pack him up, buddy. I mean, if they do make it to the playoffs, I'll still be scared because they'll have the ref whistle in the playoffs specifically. But it don't look like they're gonna make it. The AFC West in particularly looks very competitive. I got the Chargers might make it before the Chiefs, and then we'll have to talk heavy. If the Broncos and the Chargers make it and the Chiefs don't, just brace yourself.
What a flip of the switch.
Like I said, fam, it's been happening for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like this has been the writing on the wall for a while. The refs and the media and Taylor Swift carried them for the past couple years, but
The
I
Taylor
would say I would say after that Niners Super Bowl, I would say no, actually no, after the first Eagles won. Even that year they was ass. The defense was stout. We already talked about this. The
Look, even
defense was stout, and then they started giving away every great defensive player because they just thought that was the way to go.
I mean, they want to be paid.
They
I
thought
mean,
that was the way to go. They saw Belichick do it for years, and they thought that was the way to go. No, you only do that when you got to go.
are going up to New Jersey, where our Miami Dolphins won our fourth game in a row. And you think of Miami, you think of high-powered offense. Touchdown throws, big plays. I mean,
Used
well,
to.
we did at one point, not this year, but
Right, used to.
this is what a football team looks like. Good defense. I think it's been week. They said it was been since week 10. We have like the number 5 defense.
In that short span, we've got to be, up there in turnovers too, because we've been taking the ball over like at an impressive rate.
Yeah, and run game. A Chain, even though he got hurt in this game,
Oh my
has
God. A Chain, I got A Chain. He got to be an all pro this year.
yeah, I mean, one of the best offensive weapons in the league.
It's
And
gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But NFL, I'm gonna need y'all to stop playing. I'm gonna need y'all to give him that third All Pro spot. I'm gonna need y'all to give it over C-Mac. I know C-Mac's been great. I know C-Mac's been great. Because you know the first two teams are already taken up. That's Jameer Gibbs and Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
That third slot. I know C-Mac got his history. I'm gonna need A-Chain to take that. Honestly.
Mm. Also, has been looking terrible the last 4 or 5. This win streak, Tua has looked really,
That's
really.
the craziest part. Dolphins been on a win streak. Dolphins been competitive, and Tua has not looked any better, if not worse.
He's looked worse. Yeah.
Confidence dwindled. CTE hired.
And the run game is been the key. I mean, we had another 230 yards on the ground
For
between
sure.
two guys. I
We got a
mean,
couple backs.
Jalen Wright and Gordon. I mean, actually, Jalen Wright looked better than Gordon yesterday, and Gordon has played. I mean, Jalen has not played a lot this year, so that would be to have a three-headed back that okay, Wright's making contact. He didn't used to do that his first couple of years. He was more
What
of
do
a.
you think this says about McDaniel, this win streak, and just being able to kind of, rear steer, like re-steer the ship?
I think this is why he has the job. He was a run game coordinator. He figured out the run game finally, and look,
Please, I remind y'all, I watched this game with you. Or if not with you, we was talking same shit.
yeah,
I
yeah,
was there even if I wasn't there. You get me?
yeah.
49ers versus the Packers, NFC Championship game. Raheem Mostert runs wild, runs loose.
Mhm,
Who was the offensive coordinator behind that?
mhm.
Mike McDaniel. Talk about it.
No, I've I've loved what because this is what I love. I love running the ball and great defenses. The defense, everybody has turned it up fucking 10 notches. Sean Robinson's making play. Sealer and Grant have been great in the middle. Even Biggers and Phillips, the other two rookies, have been playing really well.
Oh yeah, bro.
Our defensive backs, I mean, Rasul Douglas, I mean, what a resurgence.
Hey yo, I'm not saying this because I'm a homer. I'm just speaking statistically. Dolphins are in the playoff hunt. And trending upward. Like Chiefs are also in the playoff hunt, but trending downward.
Yeah. I'm not so, of course, I'm never going to root for my team to lose. I'm just never going to root for that. I've learned in all the years that we've watched football, even talked football, it's not about when you draft, it's about who you draft. You can see these teams like the Rams, like the Niners, like New England for all those years. If you draft the right player in the second, third round, fourth round, that's how you build a team. That's how you build long-term success.
Right.
So I'm not really concerned about tanking and yeah, would it be nice to get a top three lineman in the league? Yeah, but we've seen it time and time again with the Lions this year. They drafted fairly late for one of the top linemen, and he's been the top lineman for the rookie class. He got drafted
So you're
way.
saying you support the Dolphins trying to make it to the playoffs?
Yeah, push. I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean, what the fuck we talking about? Fuck we
it's
talking
all about
about?
who
No,
they're
no,
going to.
because you only want the team to tank if they're close to being the worst team in the league. If
No,
you're already
no, that's the opposite of what I just said, bro.
if you're already down there, then be
You
down
don't
there.
have. Listen,
But
listen,
if we 6 and 7, let's
go. Okay, you got it with that shit. If they hire the right person next year, that's what I'm looking forward to. Anything else right now, this winning streak, this is
let's
all great.
get to the fucking playoffs, baby. Then and I'm usually on the side of tanking. Tyler knows, he'll tell you this, but this year, man, I'm just really impressed by the defense, and I just want to see how far they can carry because they've been carrying. They've been carrying.
Hey, Jordan Brooks. Jordan freaking Brooks.
All pro. That's easy. But that one's easy. That one's not like the A chain. Jordan Brooks, all pro linebacker. That's
He
easy.
just passed, what was it, Zach Thomas for consecutive season tackles, like over 380 or something like that.
Hey, at the end of it, he's gonna be competing Zach Thomas for most tackles in a season by a Dolphins linebacker.
That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, the biggest thing I've noticed two is fucking so he's been really bad.
So he's out of there, but after this year.
Somehow, some way, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see who we hire. But
See who we hire as far as GM.
as a GM, yeah, yeah,
You didn't apply?
no, no.
Gotcha. Got too much going on in your life type shit.
I think they might have thrown my application away.
But
Going to one of the most intriguing games this year, or I'm sorry, this week. Bears and Packers division game. Love when this division, clashes. Packers squeezed by at the end, but man, it was a hell of a game. And this is going to lead me to an upgraded segment.
yes.
We're upgrading it, okay? Because we're seeing the wheels move. Caleb comeback year. What do we think about this game from Caleb?
So if y'all been following me, when Caleb was at USC coming out, I was on his body like crazy. Pause. I saw the talent. It was off the charts. Rookie year was ass. Was just absolute ass. This year, I saw the team overall improve. I saw the coaching improve, but him specifically, I don't know if I definitely saw an improvement. I saw flashes here and there, but to me, just personally speaking, that was the best. That was the most impressive game I've seen from Caleb Williams thus far. Fuck stats. You playing a top five defense. You playing at Lambeau, or was it in Chicago?
That game was
Couldn't even tell you. Hey, but all I know, it was cold.
fuck yeah.
All I know, it was hectic. All I know, division rival, top five defense, top five team in the league. And you were down pretty big in the first half. You didn't even play well. But the fact that you rallied the troops and you put on the second half comeback versus that defense, making the plays you were making, nothing was there. He made the play happen. Defense was tight. Defense was great. He extended plays. He threw a couple throws that are like all throws of the week candidates.
Yeah, he's been on a tear of a lot more glimpses
His
into
highlight reel this year is gonna go absolutely crazy.
I don't want to seem recent, kind of recency bias, because Lamar has not been the same since he's come back from injury. I don't know
Yeah,
if he's still injured or whatever, but Caleb's escapability to extend plays is at a top five level in the league. He that spin move that he always does to escape
yeah,
the pocket, and then there's just he usually goes the right way.
for sure.
I just his potential starting to peak or starting to peek through. And
Starting to really show.
I've never sold my stock because I think with this type of thing, you have to wait, especially when it comes to like new system, new everything.
And you hooked him up with exactly who he needed. Genius,
Yes.
offensive coordinator that's gonna hold people accountable. That's exactly what a young raw quarterback like that needs. And I think throwing on the run, he's top three in the league. I think it's Mahomes, Allen, Caleb, whatever order you want. Just throw on the run. That's all I'm talking about. Just one thing. His speed on ball is really something to see. And don't matter the weather. You got an arm like that, it don't matter the weather.
Yeah, that ball he's got enough zip through any
That
kind.
spiral is gonna be perfect, and the zip's gonna be there when it's 20 degrees, winds over 20 miles per
And
hour.
he winds up and gives that laser that it looks a lot like how Josh Allen his arm is. Maybe not to what it is
Yes,
now because Josh Allen's an MVP, but that's what I
agreed.
see. And like,
Agreed. So I'm not all the way back, but that was the best. That was the best I've seen Caleb. That was the most impressive, I would say, I've seen Caleb. Statistically, he had a super great game versus the Cowboys, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. But I think that was the most impressive game for me that I've seen, for sure.
yeah, he's been on a great run. So this so far this year, he's got 2,900 in the air, and his interception touchdown ratio is 19-6. So it's a huge improvement from last year. I'm pretty sure yards he's a couple hundred from what he did all of last year.
Yeah.
So he's on pace to have the better year, obviously second year, and huge improvements on the ground too. Uh,
Yeah, he's been running more for sure.
he already has more than last year with 3 touchdowns. Going to Green Bay, the Green Bay side, they're legit.
Yes.
I jumped off them probably too early
Same.
because of the Browns loss and I think Carolina loss. No, that was the Rams. Um, it was just like
They had two or three very questionable losses there.
yeah, they're legit. They're legit. I mean, Love had one of his best games of the year, and the defense came through. That
Yeah,
was
no, and since Christian Watson came back, their offense has just gone to a whole nother level. I've always known, I don't know if I said it on this podcast, but I've always known Christian Watson was the number one guy in Green Bay, even though they have a room full of great receivers. He was always the clear-cut number one, but he was always dealing injury problems. Could never
yeah.
stay on the field. But when he's on the field, super dynamic, deep threat, like one of the best in the league, and excited to see them, to see how far they could take it. Pause.
All right, man. That's all I got, man. You got anything else to add?
Yeah, bro, but not for this episode, but for the next Reacts video, we gotta do. I don't care if it's like just up to this point, but we gotta do a Puka Nakua highlight reaction because he is clear cut the best highlight catch maker in the league. Like I mean, George Pickens comes close for sure, but Puka is like,
You catching everything.
yeah, his hand's something else. Like he's different. And when you got Stafford there, he's gonna make you different.
Yeah, shit. Stafford Hall of Famer?
1000%.
Yeah.
I seen Eli trying to get in a couple years. They still don't want to let his dumb ass in. Not first ballot, but he'll get there.
I'm gonna wrap it up. To the audience, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share on all on socials. And Dixon, I'll see you next week, my boy.
Hey, appreciate y'all boys. Make sure y'all check out the Reacts new series. Fuck with it.
Every other week, so we're gonna put up reactions. So check those out. All right, you. I'll see you later, bro.
One.
Hits and hoop season.